He's the star behind Mad Men's Don Draper that inspired today's red lip and Alan Jeff's sharp suits. Now Jon Hamm is starring as Fletch. Earlier, he shared what it's like stepping into a role first played by Chevy Chase. Take a look. Hey, Jon, welcome to DBL. We can't wait to dive right into your new movie, Confess Fletch. We hear it's hysterical. So Fletch was originally, though, played by Chevy Chase. Did you ever, as an actor, feel pressure to do it his way?
So what we really looked at was the original novels, of which there are 10 or 11, written by Gregory MacDonald from the 70s and 80s, and we thought there's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity here to basically introduce this character that we all know and love, that's very funny and very unique, to a whole new generation of hopefully fans and people that maybe aren't so familiar with the Chevy version, and kind of put our own stamp on this character. And that's what we did. You know, we really focused on the mystery aspect of the story. We focused on kind of the globetrotting aspect of what makes this so exotic and fun. And to that end, we shot in Rome, we shot in Boston. We really kind of broadened out the world of this guy and told what is a really fun, funny mystery.
This is really coming full circle for me because I used to watch Fletch every day. Remember, John, when there was just one HBO and you just had to watch whatever was on? For one summer, the original Fletch was on, so this means a lot to me. I was with my mom in St. Louis, and this means a lot. So there's been a lot of chances to kind of remake it, but it hasn't really taken over the years. So how were you the guy to finally pull it off?
You know, part of it, I think, was, as you said, it's time, you know, and time, there's enough time has elapsed that people are, you know, there's, like I said, a whole generation of kids and fans and people, movie fans, that aren't familiar with that. And so, again, the will was there. We had the great blessing of the estate of the late Gregory MacDonald. So we were able to we were given the freedom to tell the story the way we wanted to. As Top Gun ably proved, people are ready to go back to the theaters.
Jon, I'm such a big fan and a big fan of Mad Men, so I got to sneak in a Mad Men question here. It ended with your character, Don Draper, having that aha moment, followed by that iconic Coca-Cola commercial. So, people want to know, I want to know, did Don Draper create that iconic ad? Ooh. And did Tony Soprano die at the end of Sopranos?
That was everything, right?
You got any Walter White questions you want to throw in there while you're at it? I think that the point of the whole ending of Mad Men was that, Don comes to the realization that what he is at his core is an ad man, and that's what ends up bringing him back to that moment of clarity. And the Coca-Cola ad being as iconic as it was, I think, yes, obviously that in the real world was created by a non-fictional character, but I think in our world we decided that the kernel of that was Don's idea, and that was his shining moment of zen at the end of it. So. Thank you for being, and sharp-eyed viewers might, if they go to see Confess Fletch, might see a little Mad Men reunion in this film as well.
Ooh. I like little Easter eggs in there.
I love that. Okay, so another project that a lot of people are talking about that you've now joined is the cast of The Morning Show. What can you tell us about your character, and is he based on anyone, like other similar characters in that series?
Yeah, I can't really get into the specifics of it, or I think someone from Apple will come and hit me in the knee with a very cool, well-designed white bat. All I can say really is that I was thrilled to be asked to be a part of that show. I love the show. It's full of actors who I've looked up to and admired for years, and it's always fun to get a chance to work with the A-team, and those guys are certainly that. I look at my career and how lucky I've been, and growing up in St. Louis, if I could tell myself in 1989 when I graduated high school that I'd be getting these opportunities to reboot Fletch and to work with Jen Aniston and Reese Witherspoon and Steve Carell and all those guys, and Tom Cruise, right. I certainly understand how lucky I am.
Definitely
You've done it right for yourself, Jon.
Thank you, Jon. We appreciate you. DBL Nation, Confess Fletch is in theaters now.
Awesome.
We'll be right back. Thanks, Jon.
That was amazing.